If you work in Microsoft Word a lot, creating a custom dictionary is one of those small features that can save you a huge amount of time. Instead of constantly seeing the same names, technical terms, brand words, or industry-specific phrases flagged as spelling mistakes, you can teach Word to recognize them. In this tutorial, I'll show you exactly how to create a custom dictionary in Microsoft Word, step by step, so you can make your writing workflow faster and much less frustrating. And if this video helps, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Microsoft Word tips and tutorials. Let's jump right in. To begin, open Microsoft Word on your computer. Once Word is open, look to the top left corner and click File. This is where you'll find the main settings and preferences for the program. From the File menu, scroll down and select Options. This opens the Word Options window, where you can control everything from display settings to proofreading tools. Inside the Word Options window, look at the sidebar on the left and click Proofing. This section is where Microsoft Word handles spelling, grammar, and autocorrect-related settings. It's also where you'll find the option for Custom Dictionaries, which is exactly what we need here. In the proofing settings, look for the button labeled Custom Dictionaries and click it. When the Custom Dictionaries window opens, you'll see the list of dictionary files Word is currently using. These dictionaries help Word decide which words are valid and which ones should be underlined as errors. To create your own new dictionary, click New. Word will then ask you to name the new file. Give your dictionary a clear and easy-to-remember name. For example, you might name it something like business terms, medical terms, client names, or project words, depending on what you want to store. After naming the file, click Save. Word will create a new .dic file, and it will now appear in your Custom Dictionaries list. At this point, make sure your new dictionary is checked so Word actually uses it when you are typing and proofing documents. If you want, you can also keep multiple custom dictionaries for different purposes. For example, you could have one for company branding and another for technical vocabulary. That can be especially useful if you write in different niches or work on multiple projects. Once your custom dictionary is created, click OK to close the dictionary window, and then click OK again to exit Word Options. Now Word will begin recognizing the words you add to that dictionary, which means fewer red underlines and a smoother editing experience. Now the next step is using your custom dictionary in real time. If you type a word that Word marks as incorrect, but you know it is correct for your work, you can right-click it and choose Add to Dictionary. That word will be stored in your custom dictionary and remembered in future documents. Over time, this can save a lot of repeated corrections. A helpful tip is to keep your dictionary organized. Only add words that you actually use often, because a clean dictionary makes proofreading more reliable. If you add too many random words, you may end up hiding real spelling errors later on. So use it strategically for names, jargon, acronyms, product terms, and anything else Word may not understand by default. If you ever need to manage your dictionary later, you can return to File, then Options, then Proofing, and open Custom Dictionaries again. From there, you can edit the list, remove a dictionary you no longer need, or change which dictionaries are active. That gives you full control over how Word handles your custom vocabulary. And that's it. You now know how to create a custom dictionary in Microsoft Word in just a few simple steps. This is a great way to make Word work better for your writing style and the kind of documents you create every day. If this tutorial helped you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who uses Microsoft Word regularly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.